At just 20 years of age, Jude Bellingham is already one of the best footballers on the planet, and one of the most exciting midfield prospects that we've seen in a long time. Having already made a €100 million move to Real Madrid, making him their latest Galactico signing, and settling in straight away at the biggest club in Europe. But Jude Bellingham wasn't always at this top world-class level, having gone from local championship side Birmingham City all the way to Real Madrid superstar and England international. This is the incredible rise of Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham was born on the 29th of June 2003 in Stourbridge, England, which is just on the outskirts of Birmingham in the West Midlands, having been raised by his mother Denise Bellingham and his father Mark Bellingham, who was a football player himself at London League, playing as a striker, allegedly getting over 700 goals for his club, as well as being raised alongside his younger brother Jude Bellingham, who also played at Birmingham City and is currently a midfielder for Sunderland. And like a lot of top footballers, you would expect someone like Bellingham to love football from day one. Well, no. As according to his parents, Bellingham had absolutely no interest in football at all and apparently found it super boring and would even pick grass instead of watching his dad play football when he went to his games. However, by the age of 6, things completely changed for Bellingham and he started to pick up his love for the game, playing for his local club Stourbridge before joining Birmingham City Academy when he was 7 years old. And again, like most of the top footballers in the world, you would expect Bellingham to amaze everybody with his talent as soon as he joined the club. Well, again, no. As according to his coach Mike Dudds, he saw Bellingham as a decent player with good potential but nothing too crazy. However, the perspective on Bellingham changed very quickly as he started to progress through the academy levels, which saw him play for the under-18s at 14 years old and the under-23s at 15 years old. And then eventually he trained with the first team, which rightly gave him his first start for Birmingham City against Portsmouth in the League Cup at 16 years and 38 days old, making him Birmingham City's youngest ever player and was named man of the match despite the 3-0 loss. And after such an impressive debut, he also scored the winner on his home debut against Stoke in the league to beat them 2-1. So obviously at this point of his career, Jude Bellingham is one of the hot topics in football and one of the rising talents in England, and was showing the world his talent from such a young age, which saw many clubs pick up their interest in Bellingham, including Man United. But instead of staying in England, Jude would take the brave move of moving overseas to Germany, where he signed for Borussia Dortmund for 25 million, with Birmingham City even retiring his number 22 shirt, which at the time was a laughingstock all over social media. But you know what, in hindsight, honestly fair play, they were ahead of the curve. So at this point, Jude Bellingham is at Borussia Dortmund, which is a club famous for its youth development, and would be joining the likes of Jadon Sancho. And very quickly, Bellingham made his debut against Duisburg in the DFB Pokal, scoring the second goal in a 5-0 win, and getting an assist on his first league start against Borussia Mönchengladbach, earning him Bundesliga Rookie of the Month for September. And very quickly, Bellingham became a regular first team player because of his all-round midfield qualities and his overall talent, and even won his first piece of silverware after winning 4-1 against RB Leipzig in the DFB Pokal final, adding his first trophy to his collection, ending his first season in Germany with 4 goals and 4 assists in 46 appearances. And with all the noise Bellingham was making in Germany, he was selected in England's squad for the 2020 Euros, making his first appearance in a 1-0 win over Croatia, making him the youngest Englishman to play at any major tournament at 17 years old, and was with the squad all the way up until the final, where unfortunately England were knocked out by winners Italy. But despite the heartbreak of the Euros, Bellingham continued to ball out for Dortmund and started to get even better than the previous season, earning him a spot in the Bundesliga Team of the Year in his second season in Germany, ending the season with 6 goals and 14 assists in 44 games, whilst also being part of the England squad in the 2022 World Cup, which was played halfway through the season, where Bellingham scored his first international goal against Iran in a 6-2 win in the group stage, and was one of England's star players at that tournament, playing a vital role in getting England to the quarterfinals, but they were knocked out by finalist France, which meant that Bellingham was back in Germany. But at this point, Bellingham was about to play his final season for Borussia Dortmund in one of his best seasons so far. Before we do that, if you guys could do me a massive favour and hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, we're trying to grow the channel as much as we can, so any support is appreciated. So onto the 22-23 season, and Jude Bellingham is on fire, having one of his best seasons yet at just 19 years old, and was the main man again in Dortmund's squad, and one of the most exciting title runs in Bundesliga history, playing an influential role in the midfield, which eventually saw him win Bundesliga Player of the Year that season. But despite Bellingham and Dortmund's efforts to win the Bundesliga, unfortunately it wasn't enough, drawing with Mainz on the last day of the season, losing the league by just 2 points, which reduced Bellingham to tears. But again, despite all of these heartbreaks, Jude was still on the way up, and he was still one of the most exciting players on the planet, and was one of the best young players in the world at that point, and one of the best midfielders. So obviously all the hype around Bellingham meant that some of the biggest clubs in the world were now in for him. And despite a lot of interest and speculation from many clubs around the world, including Premier League side Liverpool, Bellingham had his heart set on one club and one club only, Real Madrid, who signed the youngster for a fee of €103 million just 16 days before his 20th birthday, which is insane, making him one of the most expensive signings that summer. So making a move to arguably the biggest club in the world for such a large fee at the time would put immense pressure on any player, and considering the calibre of players that Real Madrid have had over the years, and the fact that Jude Bellingham had the number 5 shirt worn by Zidane, surely he'd be feeling the pressure. Well, Well, this couldn't be further from the truth, as Bellingham has settled in straight away into Spanish football, scoring on his debut in a 2-0 win over Atletico Bilbao and getting another 4 goals in the month of August, earning him the La Liga Player of the Month for August and October, as well as picking up the Golden Boy award in November. And Bellingham has continued with his insane goal scoring consistency throughout this entire season, getting 14 goals in his first 15 games, breaking the club record which was previously held by CR7. And at the time of me recording this video, Real Madrid are currently top of the Liga, but only on goal difference, as Girona are doing a madness right now. But Bellingham himself is having an incredible season at Real Madrid, currently having 17 goals and 5 assists in just 22 games, which is just insane considering that this is his first season in La Liga at just 20 years old, playing for the biggest club in Europe. And I mean, if he continues on like this, I mean, who knows how far this guy could go. And to be honest, it wouldn't be crazy to say that this guy could be a future Ballon d'Or winner one day, and be one of Real Madrid's greatest ever players. But in the past, not all the big Real Madrid signings have worked out, which is why you should check out this video here on the rise and fall of Eden Hazard. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, and why not subscribe if you're new around here as well. And let me know what videos you guys want to see next. And as always, thanks for watching. This has been Discussing Ball.